So Representative Shri Thanedar, this guy is accused of violating the Stock Act today with a 2024 purchase of MicroStrategy stock nearly 400 days past the 45-day deadline, right, during which the stock has risen 193%. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Now look at me, bro. Look, all I'm going to say is I'm no personal finance major, but that looks a little suspicious to me. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Now, we can talk all days about these congressmen trading stocks and violating the Stock Act and doing insider trading, and we all know it happens here. But look, man, like you can't make it this obvious, bro. Like you're filing late and you made 193% since the purchase, bro. Come on, dude. If we're gonna hold anybody accountable, can we at least hold this guy accountable? I mean, for this alleged insider trading, right? I mean, am I wrong? This is crazy, right? Now, again, this isn't the only guy who should be prosecuted for this, right? We have other people all the time. Just the other day on this channel, we talked about the big, beautiful bill. And we talked about a congressman who was caught dumping Medicaid provider stocks. And then meanwhile, they vote to repeal Medicaid from 17 million fucking people. 17 million people. Am I wrong when I say that these people should be looked into? Am I wrong to say that we should go after them? Look at Nancy Pelosi, the poster child of bloody corruption, of bloody politics. They got pictures of her going all the way back to when JFK was alive. They got pictures with her and JFK. Look, her roots are so deeply embedded that it feels as if we're never going to go after her. But what I'm saying and what I'm calling for is say we go after them all. I say we get every politician out there. I say, look, you look like you're suspicious. We're going to open an investigation. We're going to see if you're trying to manipulate the market. We're going to see if you're using insider trading. We're going to see if you're dumping stocks, which is not technically insider trading, but we all know what's going to happen here when you vote the opposite way to make more money. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. That is all that I'm saying. Now, it opens up the recent question here with obviously news concerning the idea that that stocks are going to now be banned. Stock trading is going to be banned from politicians, and they're gonna have to put their money into a trust. And it's like, man, I don't know. Like, to me, it seems like a violation of personal liberty. And so, like, what I would like to say is I'd like to just see an expansion of the Stock Act in some regards, and then put like a bunch of I guess, because I was really meditating on this, right? I was thinking like we could put like so many more barriers around how they trade, right? So maybe like index funds is fine. Maybe even individual stocks is fine, but maybe up to a certain amount. Or maybe even better, what if they have to actually declare those individual stocks trades the exact moment that it happens? And maybe we make a public system whereby every politician has to put all of their finances into it. They can invest in any stock or, index fund or whatever, right? But it's all going to be public. There's going to be public ledger of it. Kind of like the blockchain. Right, so that way you know for certain what every politician's doing at any moment, right? The exact millisecond they trade something, boof, it pops up in the ledger. I don't know. To me, that seems pretty interesting, right? And also too, a lot of these people should just strictly be arrested, right, for what they're doing now, or allegedly doing, I should say. But to me, this reeks. It does not. It's not sitting with me well, and I can't imagine that it's sitting with all of you guys well. As well, right? I mean, this is ridiculous. 193% is diabolical. Even gold isn't up 193%. And gold has been skyrocketing. It's been outperforming the S&P 500 over the last 30 years now, considering its gigantic bull run it's recently had. So I don't know. To me, I mean, and then if you are going to ban stock trading, like the recent bill that's going around now, it's like, look, okay, if we are going to do that, there still needs to be the provision to invest in things like the S&P 500, which was what was in the bill. And look, that's still not even like that bad of a deal, right? But then, and you could argue about, could we have a better system? It's like, yeah, but fact of the matter is we got to do something here, right? We got to do something here. And I don't see us going in the right direction at all, because I imagine what's probably going to happen is that the House might save some face here. And then it's going to go to the Senate, get rejected, or it's going to get held up or vetoed or whatever. It's never going to fly in this country, right? Until we start actually voting out these corrupt politicians. These allegedly corrupt politicians. This is never going to happen. Where we actually have a country that we can be proud of with respects to their, let's see here, politicians not being corrupt and, using their public position for personal gain. How about that? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I could rant all day, and I do rant all day, and I like ranting, but figured I'd bring you that news here. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to think. What you guys think in the comments here. Always lively debates around these topics. Should we ban stocks, or should there be just a bunch of other provisions and measures in place to stop the corruption behind these things? Let me know what you think, and maybe I'll come back, and we can have a nice little conversation here. But do hit that subscribe button here. We're close to 500 subscribers. Super cool. That'll be our next goal. So hopefully we can get past that 400 mark and then get to 500, and we'll go from there, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, you have a great day. Always make up your own mind. Do your own research.